Welcome everyone to the third edition of this Q&A. I am still not Adam Neely, so I will not be reading out chord names and then saying nice at any point in this video. With that being said, let's dive in and roll the intro. So the first question of today is whether I would ever consider making Kilpréz into a more conventional band. And as far as I'm understanding this, it's not from the perspective of more conventional song structures, but more away from being a solo act and sort of recruiting more members. And the short answer is no. In terms of like other members that would also write music and take full creative part in being Kilpréz, I have no interest in that in terms of I very much see Kilpréz as being me and my thing, my project. That's not to say I wouldn't be open to having collaborators on future albums, just like I had on A Dirge For Dregs, or even in a bigger capacity. But in terms of the project itself, it will forever, for now, be just me. But again, with that being said, that doesn't mean that I would never entertain the notion of joining or starting a band with a more conventional structure. But if I was to do that at some point, it would need to be different enough from Kilpréz that I wouldn't feel confused as to what goes where. And what I mean by that is I've known people who are in like several black metal bands, and I just can't fathom how you go about like writing a minor tremolo picked riff and then deciding which of the 5 black metal bands you're in gets that riff. And this is in no way disrespecting the people who do that. It's just that I don't work like that. Like if I write something dissonant and shreddy and that really fits the mold of something that would be a Kilpréz song, I want to use it for Kilpréz. If I was in another, kind of mathcore, proggy kind of band, I don't think I would find it that easy to kind of disassociate the two to the degree where I would be able to feel creatively fulfilled in both. So I would much rather pursue an opportunity in a band that would be very different and where my role, once again, would be different. Maybe I would only be a vocalist in something, or I would only be a solo guitar player in a band where everyone writes together or something. Something where it's not just me writing for myself or me writing for an ensemble to do very similar things. The second question of today is, would I ever consider working with a producer in Kilpréz? And to be honest, I've gotten this question both from some musicians around me and also from producers sliding into my DMs trying to look for work. And I respect the hustle, I respect the grind, but for now I'm really more interested in growing myself as a music producer. If I look at the rate at which I improved from Patron Saint of Lost Causes over to A Dirge For Dregs, I see a bright future in terms of, at the very least, making my own music sound better. Not necessarily looking to get into this as a profession. I considered that in the past and didn't go for it for a variety of reasons, but really I want to continue doing a lot of that work myself because I see it as such a big part of my creative process. There's a lot of aspects to that I can go into in more detail in a future video if anyone's interested, but for now I definitely see that as the path I'm going down. I would, however, be open to the idea of outsourcing maybe mastering or even the final bits of mixing to someone if I saw that as an opportunity to make the next record sound that much better. But for now, I am very excited to continue improving my own skills in that way. The final question for today is whether I'm open to collaborations in the form of guest vocals or guest guitar solos and that sort of thing. And abso-fucking-lutely. I love doing stuff like that, including when I did some guest guitar solos, some piano and string arrangements for Cult of Lilith back in the day. That was before the time of Kilpréz. I loved being a live guitarist and once accordion player for Icelandic black metal band Dainfari. I greatly enjoyed doing a remix of a Serling track and guest vocals on a Pillows for Prague track. And I'm looking forward to doing more of this sort of stuff in the future. So if you have a track or an album or something where you feel like you want someone to do the type of stuff that I do, like hit me up, honestly. I'm not gonna say that I'll take on everything that comes my way, but if I have the time and what you have got going on seems inspiring to me and I'm excited to be part of it, then I would love the chance to spread my wings, so to speak, and just play on different recordings and test my abilities out in different contexts, in different genres, etc. So definitely hit me up and let's see what we can make happen. So that's it for today's Q&A. This was the third one, so if you haven't seen the previous ones, there are 2 others waiting for you and there are more coming as well. So keep the questions coming and I'll keep the videos coming. Deal? Deal.